We're good. We're good. La 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 la. Grab my testicles. Anyway. Hello and welcome to Max Level Games Podcasts. I'm James.
And I'm Liam.
Each week or so we'll try. We keep trying. We're going to sit here for about an hour or so and talk about...
Absolute bollocks.
And games and stuff and other nerdy things. So, nerdy things. Liam, so... I'm not going to ask you what you've been playing because I'm going to go on a real rant first, okay?
Oh, God.
Okay?
I'm going to step back.
I'm flipping the script here, man.
I'm stepping back.
As if on cue, last week when we finished recording the episode, we both gone home, we're both chilling out, winding down for the day. What gets announced?
I see where this is going.
The fucking PS Plus games for May.
Uh-huh.
And what games do we have, Liam? List right there. Tell the audience what games we're getting this month.
Oh, this month in April when it happened, we got Mad Max and
that Trackmania 2.
Yeah, Trackmania. I've never really been a fan of that type of style
games.
Yeah. And this month we're getting Two Souls and Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends.
Now let me just ask James. Let me just ask you the simple question. On every single one of these months, how many of these games have you bought?
At least half of them. At least every right. I could go back to last year, but that's too much time.
Yeah.
So far this year, January, we had Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I think it was that second one. Or the first
I think so. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
no, it's the second one. Human Revolution was the first one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't have that. Obviously, I don't care for those games. But I had Batman Telltale series. I had that. So I only literally got one free game that month. February, we had Knack, which a lot of people don't like. I think it's actually decent.
It's not basically I've never played it.
It's harmless, really. I wouldn't say, like, when it first came out, like, the full price game, definitely wouldn't have bought it then. If I'd bought it then at full price, I'd have been so pissed.
Yeah.
But because I bought it, like, so many years later for, like, a $5, I'd say, yeah, it's good. It's
Fair enough.
good for a $5. And Rhyme, which was just some indie game that was decent, I guess.
Yeah.
I got bored after a while.
I like a few indie games.
Yeah, they are pretty good, but Rhyme was just, it trickled on for a while.
It's one of them.
Confusing.
It's sort of a toss of a coin with indie games. You either love them or you hate them.
Yeah, it just got confusing after a while,
Marmite.
really. Yeah, pretty much. And then March is the biggest fucking offender here.
Oh.
We got Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank, which to anyone else, that's a great lineup. Those are two fucking great games.
Yeah, they both are.
If you're into the Dark Souls style games for Bloodborne, if you're into that.
If you're into getting killed repeatedly and screaming at your pad and wondering why the hell you picked up this game in general.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I had both of those fucking games.
Wow.
I had both of them. In fact, I'd literally got rid of Bloodborne like a few weeks later to get some spare cash because, like, you know what? I give up.
Yeah.
I give up. Someone else can give it a go. I don't care. And then it gets announced free. I'm like, well, fuck this very much. I already had Ratchet and Clank. Obviously, I fucking love those games.
Yeah, who doesn't? It's a childhood game.
Exactly. That's my first PS2 game was Ratchet and Clank.
Right, children, the younger viewers, Ratchet and Clank was a game that most of your uncles and aunties and fathers and mothers and older siblings would have played. It's a really good game. If you can find an old copy, give it a go. Don't judge us on the graphics. Thank you.
Yeah, that too. And then, obviously, like I said, last month was Mad Max and that Trackmania thing.
Yeah.
I actually had Mad Max on disc on my shelf, and then it got announced free. I was like, well, I might get some fucking free cash and go get rid of it.
Why not?
And then this month we got Beyond Two Souls and Rayman Legends. I've had Rayman Legends for God knows how long. So, it's like, come on, guys. Honestly, the only reason I have a PlayStation Plus account at this point is just for the free games. I don't go online. And obviously we get a few discounts here and there. But I just use it for free games. And so far, I'm getting like one. In some months, I'm getting nothing. It's nothing. So
You get nothing, James.
I swear to God, when they decide for the games for the month, they look at my catalogue and go, what's he just bought recently? Or what's he bought and not so much played yet?
Yeah.
Or what's he bought and nearly finished?
Oh.
Bunch of bastards. I love them, but I'm a bunch of bastards.
It's kind of like a domestic relationship, really.
Okay, you're gonna have to justify that one a little bit.
Well, you know, domestic relationships, you love them that much, even though they keep beating you down and making you feel like shit, and that's kind of what PS Plus is doing to you right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty dark comparison, but yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's me. I like dark comparisons. I mean, I'm into that fucked up type of shit.
Fair enough.
I mean, when she steps out of line, back of the vans, you know, you can never go wrong.
Oh my God. We're so gonna get letters for this.
Yes,
We don't
we
get
are.
letters, but still. Okay, well, there you go. Rant's over. PlayStation Plus this month. Beyond Two Souls, Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends is great. It's a good game. Beyond Two Souls. Never played it. Probably gonna pick it up. Probably gonna give it a try. But anyway, breathe. So
Back on script.
back on script. Liam, what have you been playing this week?
Well, since you've mentioned Mad Max,
Oh, here we go.
I've actually downloaded it and started playing it. I was a
Okay.
big fan of the films, literally all four of them. The new one, the old ones with Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
God, his mind. I think he just left his mind in Mad Max because after Mad Max, the rest of his films went shit.
You think?
Yeah, he went a bit.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah, he started going a bit weird and started wearing disguises when he was going out, and they weren't like good disguises. They were just like he threw a pair of sunglasses and a hat on.
Like the Avengers, which is baseball cap and aviators, and that's it.
That was
You're
it.
golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd watched too many Superman movies and stuff like that, to be honest.
Just thought glasses would hide him. But
Yeah, but no, yeah, back onto the game anyway. The game, I can't knock it. The story is, you know,
it's not based on anything. I've played it a bit myself.
it's not based on
like,
any of the
films.
movies. It's got a few little
Little nods.
yeah, little nods, little, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, if you've got the Thunderdome.
I haven't got that far yet, but fair enough.
No, I'm not getting into it. It's just like the Thunderdome. They've got like a Thunderdome. They've
Yeah.
got like the death races and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's what I mean. Sort of gives a nod to the old and new games.
Mhm.
I mean, the old and new films.
Yeah.
The only thing that really let it down for me, and it's just me being nitpicky at this point,
Okay.
is Tom Hardy didn't voice him.
Oh no,
That was the only thing that let it down for me.
I don't actually remember Tom Hardy's voice for Mad Max. He didn't speak that much in the film, did he?
That's what I mean. But he says a few things.
Yeah, more like I think he just says his name one or twice. Like, my name's Max. That's probably a very bad impression.
That's like right at the end as well.
That's
when
it.
he's holding her, she's dying. My
That's-
name's Max.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. That's the only thing I remember him saying.
No, he says a few other things, but it's like small little. I mean, you got to give it to him his acting ability to just be able to.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna question Tom Hardy's acting ability.
I mean, he probably kicked the shit out of you if you did, like, but
I don't think he would. You know, I think he's like proper, quite like pacifist. You know,
Yeah.
ironically.
ironically, have you
'cause you've
seen
seen
all
that-
his
Have you
films?
seen that Venom trailer?
Yeah, I mean, think of all the films Tom Hardy's ever made.
Yeah, and how many asses he's kicked.
Yeah, I
collectively.
mean, like, there was Warrior, where he played an MMA fighter. And then, these are just the ones I'm thinking off the
Bronson
top.
as
Yeah.
well.
Bronson, yeah.
Legend, where he played the Cray twins.
Yeah, and then Mad Max, obviously.
Yeah.
Now Venom.
Now Venom.
I mean, he's played a good...
Bane.
Bane?
He was Bane too.
Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, that's the one. So
Yeah. But so, yeah, the game itself is amazing. It's really based on the driving element to it.
Mhm.
You modify your car, make it however you want. Give
Magnum opus.
Yeah, the Magnum Opus. Because you lose the black on black,
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
which I'm not gonna lie, really fucking pissed me off. Because when I downloaded the game, I was thinking, yes, I can finally fucking drive the black on black.
And then with the first couple missions, it's in scrap.
And you don't even get to drive it.
No.
It's in a cutscene. I was like,
You motherfuckers.
why? Why'd you hate me?
Playing with your emotions.
Yeah. Again, domestic abuse.
Goddamn Avalanche. Don't play with your emotions.
But no, yeah, so it's basically based on the driving elements. You know yourself. You modify your car, you strengthen it, you can put little spikes on the wheels to destroy cars when you're grinding up against them and stuff like that. Like a woman in the club. Don't know
You
what
mentioned women a lot today. You okay? Do you need to go fire one off in the kitchen?
Well-
Kitchen? Bathroom? Not in the kitchen. Don't do it in the kitchen.
I was going to say, I'm cool with...
God.
Not in your kitchen, no. I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat and that, like,
Oh,
but I'm not.
No, I don't want any floaters in my boat. That's the exact opposite thing I want.
No, but seriously, so when you're grinding up against cars, you rip through the chassis and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
destroy them that way.
You can shoot fuel tanks as well.
Yeah, you've got the fire bursts from the sides where you get what you get from the big chief, which is like a big truck, basically. Or It's a good game. But you start literally from bare bones.
Yeah.
You start from a car, an engine, that's
A dog.
a dog,
A dog is
which
cool.
is the Dinky D.
Dinky D.
What a name, the Dinky D.
You know what though? It's funny because if you notice, like in the game, there's tins of dog food. It just
Called
says Dinky
Dinky
D.
D.
It's like, oh, that's why it's called Dinky D.
That's it. But my favourite character in the whole game has to be the Chumbucker.
Oh God, Chumbucker.
Oh man, he's one of them people you love to hate, but you hate to love.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? He's so annoying, but so goddamn useful.
Mm.
But the game itself, the story's nice. The story, the way
So
they
roughly
wrote
how
the story.
far are you into it? Like, have you completed it like halfway? Do you think, or you spent a good few hours in it?
I've spent a good few hours on it. I'd say I'm more than halfway through it.
Really?
I mean, that's just the story. There's thousands of side missions.
Which have you like skirted all them?
I've sort of just bypassed them at the moment. I thought I'll complete the game.
Yeah.
And if there's a free roaming section afterwards,
Probably is.
yeah, go back and do the side missions.
Yeah.
Trying to really I was just mainly for this. I was just trying to grind through the whole story.
Yeah.
But it's a lengthy story as well.
Well,
which I was really surprised at. I didn't think Mad Max would be such a lengthy story as it is.
well, it's one of them, isn't it? It's because it's open world as well.
Yeah.
You've got to get between the missions. Excuse me.
I suppose there's that as well. Like,
That probably adds to the game time, is traveling to
the combat
missions.
though. The combat in it, I'd say, is very much like Batman.
Yeah, it is that very much
It's
punch
that-
counter style combat.
Yeah, it's that button mash.
Which you
counter.
Before Batman came out, not many. There were no games like that.
No.
And then Batman came out, and now every fucking game's like that.
Yeah, I mean, because if you ask me, I reckon that's probably one of the best ways you can do a combat situation. Unless it's a one-on-one fight sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Or like a swarm.
Yeah, like when it's a few enemies all surrounding you, that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And I think Batman got it spot on, and why try and fix something that isn't broken?
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You can modify Max himself as well.
Yeah.
You can modify him, you can get him
You can give him like beards and stuff,
you
can't
can
you?
give him
Long
like
hair.
big beards, big hair. You can give him a bandana. You can give him. Self personally, my Max has got a little bit of stubble. His hair's not too long, and he's got a pair of like goggles.
Yeah.
Like welding goggles on the top of his head.
Okay.
I don't know. There's just something about that sort of screams wasteland. You know what I mean?
Goggles equals wasteland. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it worked with me when I went out in the street with my swimming goggles on. But you know, I
no, but you have to
digress.
have clothes on for that as well, though.
Yeah. I wonder why I got arrested. To be honest.
No,
I'll never be. I'll tell you again. I'll never be allowed near that school again.
No. Kind of frown on that a little bit, especially Catholics.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Ironically.
You know, the priests are up there. You know, helping them hit the high notes and that. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. So, would you recommend Mad Max?
I would recommend Mad Max completely.
Unfortunately, it's too late to get it for free now if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. If you haven't got PlayStation Plus,
It's
gonna cost. But
I think it's only like 20, 25 quid, isn't it?
I mean, when it first came out, I think it was something like 45.
Yeah, well, you know, it's brand new, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Brand
what I
new
mean.
games
But
these days.
I mean, for £25, you're getting a lot for your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd say it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
That's
Even
fair.
at full price back in the day, it'd have been worth it.
Funny enough, I actually did get it back when it first came out years and years ago.
Mm.
It was one of those games that I played so much of for a while when I had so much free time, obviously, and then I just kind of got bored and tricked out and then got rid of it.
Yeah,
That was it's an unfortunate problem that I know I have. I will not deny that. It is a condition. But yeah. So, anything else you've been playing?
I had a little go Far Cry 4. I sort of slipped back into that.
Yeah.
So, as you said, I was playing it for a while. Didn't really get into it that much.
Didn't
But
like resonate, and you're just like, eh.
Yeah, so I've had it sat there for a while collecting dust. One of my friends asked if he can lend it. By all means, I'd never played it, passed it to him. Now, what is it about when you lend someone a game, you suddenly want to play it more?
It's because you don't have it anymore. That's another thing I used to do a lot, is I'd get rid of a game so many months later, like, you know what, I remember playing that game, it was pretty sick, I kind of want it again.
Yeah.
And I'd pay the fucking price to get it back again. Even though when you trade it in, you get next to nothing, so.
But yeah, so anyway, lent it to one of my mates. He's been playing it. I was sat there, I was like, so,
You finished with it?
can I have one?
Can I have my game back, please?
Can I play? Please just let me play. So yeah, I had a little go with that. Again, it just, once I started playing it though, it just felt like Far Cry 3.
Yeah, actually that was my fault. Now, to be blunt, I hated Far Cry 4. I did. I only completed it for the sake of saying, you know what, I bought this fucking thing, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
But I didn't like it at all.
It's
Because it felt so much like 3. Yeah.
I mean, they were only released like a year apart, weren't they?
It was.
Or
I think
2.
it was like I think it was something like the E3 after Far Cry 3 had come out, and it was such a big hit. Dude, now it's Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, typical.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But then he sort of, Speaking of Far Cry, they sort of like changed it all around, didn't they? After Far Cry 4 and brought out Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, but it was just essentially the same mechanics, but with
Same
no
mechanics,
guns.
but like I said, I think we mentioned it last week. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a brilliant game. It just shouldn't have been called Far Cry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I remember you saying this actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've not played Primal. I had no interest in it, so
Yeah, it's a good game. No, I'd suggest it, but just try and bypass the fact that it's a Far Cry game. Does that make sense?
yeah, just like get the box out and just screw out the word Far Cry.
Yeah, just Primal.
The game is called Primal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds alright.
But it's a good game in general. Same mechanics. But it's pretty cool.
Oh, fair enough.
Pretty cool.
And Far Cry 4, it's just okay, really.
It's I can't really.
Yeah,
I can't knock it and say it's shite, but I can't praise it and be like it's one of the best games they've made.
yeah, like best in the series. It's definitely not that.
Yeah, it's definitely not that. It's kind of like somewhere. It's if you've got time.
Yeah,
It's one of them. If you've got time and you finished all your other games, you haven't quite got money to go and get another game, but you've got that sat there. Give it a go.
yeah. See, personally, I haven't actually played. Of all the Far Cry games in the series, I'd never played the first two original ones. I jumped in from 3 onwards.
I think a lot of people done that.
Yeah, I played 3. I played a bit of Blood Dragon, the DLC, which is really fun because it's like robots and aliens and shit. It's pretty funky. And then 4, and then I'm started a bit 5, but not finished it because I've had millions of other things to play.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So yeah, of all those entries, I'd say Far Cry is definitely the lowest in my opinion.
It's down there, but
Far Cry 4.
yeah, and what else have we been playing? Oh, I was about to say I robbed,
Oh, good deal.
but I didn't. I lent it off you. I lent Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And now I can understand where you're coming from with the whole mechanics being completely different.
You know what I mean? It's like it's wearing the skin, but it's not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's everything. As you said, everything's climbable.
Mm-hmm.
That frustrates me a little bit because it's like you've took the challenge of getting to the top of the towers and trying to figure out where to go and what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, fair dues, it's a lot easier. It's a bigger game, so maybe they just sort of bundled it in there to try and make it. And we do still have the parkour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what really... No, I'm a bit of you know yourself, I'm a bit of a history nerd.
Yeah, of course.
What winds me up is parkour was from France.
Yeah.
It was when the French were going through a bit of a depression, should you say?
Okay.
Money-wise. They didn't have money, so what these people done was have fun by climbing buildings, jumping the buildings. Because if you look at if you really want to be nerdy and you look at the way that the French buildings are all designed and stuff like that, that's the word I was looking for, all the architecture, it just looks like a giant playground on the roofs.
Yeah.
Everything looks like you can climb it, you can jump it, you can run up it, backflip off it, all stuff like that.
Yeah.
What playing it in all the other games but previous, even Altair, Ezio, Connor, Edward, all playing them all like that as well. I was sitting there going, you shouldn't know parkour. But I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
I like it. Bend the truth a little bit.
So how much did you play the Assassin's Creed then? How far did you get?
Not that far, to be perfectly honest.
Not far. Oh, you left the first town city thing?
Yeah, I've left that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You left
Siba.
Yeah.
I've mainly stuck to some of the side quests. I just thought I want to build my character. I want to build. I can't remember.
Bayek.
Yeah.
It's a very grindy game, I thought.
Why do we go? I keep wanting to call him Bellic.
I don't know. Begins with a B.
Yeah, but no.
It is a very grindy game.
Yeah,
I felt that.
So I just want to try and level him up, get the best weapons I can, blah 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 blah, before proceeding. You know what I mean? But I haven't got so much into the story. Just done a lot of side missions.
Yeah.
I've just sort of went out my way to try and unlock as many viewpoints as humanly possible.
Well, yeah, like I said, yeah, it kind of benefits you because then the sign of the eagle can see further the more viewpoints you have as well. So
yeah, I remember you saying. That's why I just went. Not just that. I mean, to be honest, that's sort of been like my main goal every time I've played Assassin's Creed: unlock as many viewpoints as possible.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So it was just sort of like there was a bit of that, and there was a bit of like, well, I want Senu to be as best as he can be as well, or she can be.
Sorry, yes.
Yes, she. But yeah, just want her to be the best as well as Bayek to be his best. And
yeah, be the very best like no one ever was.
Yeah. I wanna be the very
very musical episode. So is that it then? You played Mad Max, Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
two
pretty
Ubisoft
much,
games and an Avalanche game.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mine's not exciting. I've been playing God of War. I'm still playing God of War.
Why? I mean, why not?
It's
God of War. I mean, if I had God of War, we'd just be sitting here talking about nothing but God of War.
Precisely. I mean,
So-
admittedly, if I had more time, I'd have burnt through it a lot faster. But because I don't have as much time to play games like I used to, because like if this was like last year when I didn't have university and my work was very kind of late or very set patterns, so I had specific time in the day to do whatever I wanted to, which was mostly gameplay games. I could burn through a game in days. So, but no, I don't have much time. But it doesn't matter because even if I'm gonna finish this game like probably today or tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna keep playing it because it is really good. It is actually really fucking good. I mean, there was one. I'm not gonna go into like spoilers and stuff, even though you, being this genius that you are, watched the ending of the game.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. You accidentally watched it. You're like, oh no, it's already started. I might as well finish it now.
Oh no, I didn't want to watch it. Oh no, the next episode.
Oh, yeah, why not? No, so I'm not gonna do that. I mean, but it's just some of the like general like. I want to say plot twist is the easiest way to put it.
Yeah.
Some of the general turns like that, I've been like, ooh, this is exciting. There's one moment the other day when I was playing it, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And if anyone's played it, exactly, oh my god, of War. If anyone's played it, they might know what bit I'm talking about, but I won't go into detail about it. It's just awesome. It's just really fucking good. As a fan of the series, it's really fucking good.
Now we won't go into it, but I do know that you get a few old appearances in it from the other games.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But that's very specific to a certain place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, because it's more Norse mythology to go into it. But just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to say.
No, we won't get into it. I'm just saying, like, I know it's got a lot of like a few old faces appear.
Yeah, but like I said, it's only specific to one place.
Yeah.
Because it's a different realm essentially.
I know what you're saying.
Which, as I say, you could take that either or as a spoiler, but because it's based on Norse mythology. But I'll just leave it as is.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
But yeah, it's just so good. Honestly, like at the minute, I've only just kind of gone back to following the main quest because I'm like, oh yeah, there's all these various side quests to do. I want to get some better armor. I need to level up some more things.
Yeah.
At the minute, I've got a fat chunk of EXP because I've actually unlocked all the skills in the game.
Yeah.
Well, apart from leveling up one more weapon to the maximum to unlock those last few skills.
Yeah.
I've got everything skill wise.
Mm.
And as a professional tip that I learned from someone else when starting this game up, sink some points into Atreus, like the kid, because like as soon as you start actually, pumping in some skills to his
He
level
gets
up,
better,
it's like his arrows can do some serious damage as well.
Mm.
Yeah, seriously. And at one point, he gets like a summon kind of attack.
Yeah.
And you get various different types of summons, like animalistic summons.
Yeah.
I've only just started using them with some rather difficult side quest fights. I'll leave it at that, spoiler wise. And it just decimated.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
obviously you level those up as well. So
Like, without getting too much into it, though, do you see a lot of North mythology in it?
Norse, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a fair few.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of things I don't understand personally because I don't mythology-wise completely
Oblivious.
Yeah, but a lot of Norse-sounding words.
A lot of North sounding words.
Yeah. There's someone who keeps pronouncing all these Norse words. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can never say that again. Never.
Can you imagine how the actual actors that played the characters had to speak it?
Oh god.
The
They probably struggled.
Yeah.
But then think of the fat paycheck they probably got.
Yeah. Imagine the fat paycheck they're getting off the royals.
Well, that's the thing, you see. Sometimes it varies with voiceover work and acting work like that.
Yeah.
Because you can actually get. I could be wrong on this, so if I'm wrong, someone could correct me. But as far as I was told, there's kind of like two kinds of contracts you can get.
Yeah.
There's one which is just they give you a lump sum.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And another one is where you get like royalties and stuff
like
essentially, yeah. So
you
like,
get like 10% or something.
yeah. So like if someone buys a copy of the game,
yeah,
you'll get such a cut of it.
no, it's alright.
I think I could be wrong on that, but that's what I've been told. But anyway, yeah, God of War, sick game. I recommend it.
Can't go wrong.
Pretty much, yeah.
Full price.
Even full price.
Yeah.
Even at full price.
Even better.
Yeah, it's just that good.
Can't go wrong now.
Plus, as I say, there's just more. There's just so much to do. The world is so big, and like it's very like old style game. Like the term Metroidvania comes to mind because you get further into the game,
Yeah.
You'll get a new item that you unlock these kind of specific doors or destroy these certain barriers.
So you can always go back to certain areas and stuff like that.
Because like early in the game, you'll see them and be like, I don't know how to destroy this. I'll come back later, and you get it. And you're like, oh yeah,
that's how I can destroy it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
like this isn't much of a spoiler 'cause it's quite early in the game, but there's these doors with giant locks on them.
Yeah.
You eventually get the means to unlock those doors. And my first thought was, right, where the fuck are them fucking doors?
Yeah.
Where are those doors?
I'm doing it.
I'm going back. There's a big map. I'm going back. So
You know, but we need to go up the mountain.
no.
Listen.
Finding this door. Boy.
Boy.
Oh god. No one can see that then, but it's a meme that we found.
We'll have to put it on as the game,
Yeah, it'll be the logo this week.
Yeah.
Because it's just fucking funny.
when you forget your son's name.
It's just boy. Every time he says boy, take a shot and you'll be smashed. And you might be dead even.
Just what?
I just can't win this fight. It's too hard. Do you want me to play? No, this is my game. So, yeah.
No, I pay for it. I'm gonna finish it.
You're falling asleep there. God.
You're drunk, James. I'm not as James as that drunk I am.
Oh, God. Moving on. I think that's it game-wise. Like I say, that's all I've been playing. Compose yourself, sir. Compose yourself.
I'm a professional.
Well, okay. Alright, so, news-wise. Any news and stuff. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
I'll let you go first because I still need to compose myself a little bit.
Okay. I have four things I want to bring up. Two of them are God of War related, so I'll save them for later.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to say is I went to watch Avengers last week.
Oh.
I went to watch it the day it came out, sort of, because it came out a day earlier than for us. They did in America.
Mm-hmm.
They got 27th, we got 26th.
Oh,
I was busy on 26th, so I went to watch it 27th. In the View, of all places, View Cinema.
Yeah, it's a lovely place.
It really is, but like they have a fucking like reclining seats and everything.
They got full out for you.
I know. I can see why the tickets were so expensive.
Yeah.
Not that I paid for them though. It was a free ticket thing, so we just claimed it. But
no, it's a gorgeous like cinema to go and see.
I was quite surprised. We're gonna go watch it. We're gonna go back there to watch Deadpool, and that comes out in the next 2 weeks from now.
Might just have the third wheel.
Well, you can try. But yeah, Avengers. I went to watch Avengers, and oh my god, man,
Avengers.
I don't really know. How to say it. It's just so good. It really is. But I will say one thing: no one walked out of that cinema with a smile on their face. No one walked out smiling. Everyone walked out more like shocked and just kind of like,
You understand the memes now.
Yeah, well, I understood the memes all from the very beginning. I was like, it's funny to watch everyone react to those memes. They're like, are these Avengers spoilers? Because I haven't seen it yet. I'm like, you want to see this film. The funny thing was, though, I could see it now. Leave it to come out for, like, a bit longer.
Yeah.
There'll be articles like, parents complain how Avengers terrified their children.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because which, in a way, makes sense. Because it's Avengers, so kids are going to go watch it. It's superheroes and stuff.
Of course.
And this film's been, like... It's obviously the Marvel film's been running for 10 years. This film's only got announced, well, teased at in the first Avengers film, which was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So it has been quite built up. So you'd imagine the kids who first went to watch Iron Man, like us, are now old enough to understand these things.
What the hell? Iron Man came out in what, 2006?
2008, because it's 10 years ago, isn't it?
Damn, so
same year as the Incredible Hulk.
Damn, we'd have been 13.
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we were kids.
So we actually have grown up with these movies.
Yeah.
Much like I've grown up with like PlayStation back in the story.
I know they keep fucking you over.
Of course. So if a kid was to go watch this film, I imagine they might come out a bit traumatized.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna lie.
God.
I can't really say much more than that without spoiling it, because it really is the whole reason. It makes sense why like the whole marketing around it has been like that whole hashtag Thanos demands your silence. Do not give spoilers, because it's one of those things to experience.
Yeah,
and it really is. I think it really is one of those things to experience.
I mean, I think I'm quite lucky considering I've avoided spoilers and memes and everything off Facebook like it was the plague.
Quick spoiler: Batman dies. Batman dies.
He does.
That's been a meme doing the rounds.
I loved it when I said first time I seen that I went, wait, what? Fuck off, Liam. You fucking dickhead! Why'd you fall for that one?
That's a great one. But yeah, I'd say go watch it, mate.
Definitely, I'll need to.
Definitely.
See, like, I'm really looking forward to going and seeing Deadpool.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there's just something about that fourth wall break that just... because I've said it and I'll say it again, because he knows he's not real, it doesn't take itself serious.
Precisely. The comics are the exact same.
Exactly. It's just perfect.
There's one great Deadpool comic I read called Deadpool Kills Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
It's quite gory because at one point he shoots Spider-Man point blank in the face, and you see his head blow up. But the best part is the end of the comic where he sort of gets even more meta, and he's like, I'm being written right now by a group of writers in a room, and I'm gonna have to go and kill them next. And it warps to him like teleporting to our world, and he's literally stood outside the door while a group of people are stood inside, sat inside a room discussing what's happening, and Deadpool just walking around like, turns around, does the whole face, and it's like, fuck, this is too many layers deep, man. Too many layers deep.
I can't handle it.
So, yeah, great comics, great film, Avengers. But next thing I want to talk about, and this is quite an interesting one because it relates to Fortnite and Epic Games who make Fortnite. Apparently, they're looking to sue a 14-year-old kid for cheating. He cheated in Fortnite, so they're going to sue him.
How the hell can you cheat in Fortnite?
I assume just mod it or hack the system. I don't know. I don't cheat in games online. I don't cheat in games full stop usually.
I mean, why would you be asked? 14, what are you getting out of him? A couple of pubes?
It's not even that. It's bragging rights, isn't it? It's the whole battle royale.
His favourite fucking wanking pillow. You're not getting nothing off him.
Well, they're probably going to sue his family, obviously. Apparently, I haven't looked into the story very much. I've only seen a few bits of it. Apparently, his mother wrote into the court who was taking the case, saying, like, he did not have my consent with all this, so it should be thrown out. But then Epic Games fired back with, like, well, in this kind of industry, parental consent is not really a thing, which it may or may not be. I haven't looked into it. I assume the case is still going ahead.
I mean, I don't think there was ever an age limit set on Fortnite, was there?
Excuse me, I have no idea. I don't know if there is like a because it's not like a boxed game, so the age rating wouldn't be there.
That's what I mean. But I'm sure on like most games when you download, it has in the corner what.
I mean, we can look it up soon. We can during the. I mean, break.
We'll have a look now.
Yeah,
we'll have a little when we have the quick break. We'll
we'll look into it. But no, I don't know. But I just think that's a bit.
It's a bit extreme.
It is a bit harsh. Just ban the kid. Do you do what Blizzard do with Overwatch players? Just ban them. Ban them. Delete their account. I don't give a shit what you do. I don't know what they do because I don't play these games.
But I think suing someone's just a bit too extreme. I mean,
a little bit, yeah. But I mean, again, it's just, why would you cheat in the first place as well?
I mean, you cheat because of. I can understand why he's cheating. I mean, there's some excellent players out there. I don't like the game, but the video footage I've seen on YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, people go ham on these games,
yeah,
but like
they go hard.
I know, but even so, it's
and just to for 14-year-old kid in school with his mates, if he can turn around and say, "Yeah, well, I'm ranked 1."
Oh yeah, he won a ranked match. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, he's gonna be up there. You know what I mean? With all his mates, he's gonna be like the top bollocks.
Until they like picture it didn't happen.
Yeah, but I don't
know.
So I think it's a bit extreme. I mean, for a 14-year-old, this game's massive.
I think this kind of topic is one which just kind of I'm on the fence really because I think it's wrong that they're suing him. It's a very extreme reaction to a minor offence. But at the same time, just don't cheat.
No, I can see what you're saying. You shouldn't cheat full stop. But I can understand the kid's reasons why.
I think probably for bragging rights.
Yeah, but I think going to suing him's a bit extreme. Ban him.
Yeah, just
give
ban him.
Or give him a penalty like length sentence where he can't play the game for X, Y, and Z amount of time.
Yeah, like I said, like they do with other online games. I don't play them. I mean, fuck's sake,
if you jump out, I remember Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I can't remember which one it was, but if you backed out of it, if you like rage quit and left the game because you're getting your ass handed to you, like they literally put a ban on you for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh really?
Where you couldn't enter another game.
Was that the way of saying chill the fuck out?
Yeah, that was sort of like, alright, we can tell you're sort of raging because you keep leaving games, so. Here's 10 minutes, calm down, compose yourself, come back and enjoy.
Gather your shit, noob.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of fell on its arse because people started raging the fact that they were getting banned because they raged.
They raged at being raged.
Yeah, they raged.
Banned.
Yeah.
Rage it's a whole cycle.
And then you raged because you rage quitted.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's
a never-ending spiral.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was that as well. And these next two things are God of War related. Now, you may agree with this. I don't want to know any details, but they were talking to the director, Corey. I think it's Barlog.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, because I keep calling him Balrog, like the thing
Balrog.
like the thing out Lord of the Rings, but I'm not sure. Apparently, they're talking to him, and he's apparently had ideas, or he's sort of got things set up in mind to create 5 more games at least.
I think 5 games is going to be a bit too much.
But yeah, if they're all going to be more like this, then yeah, they'll be good games, but at the same time, it'll be overexposure on it. It'll be kind of just oversaturating like Assassin's Creed did.
Yeah, especially if they're going to... Because right now, the time span from 3 and now was how long?
We don't know. Oh, you mean game-wise?
Yeah, game-wise.
Oh, I've no fucking clue. God of War 3 came out quite... It was quite middle of PS3 life cycle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite... It wasn't... It
was like 2005, 2006.
I mean, it was... There's been a good couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's been a welcoming game to get back into.
Yeah, well, like I said, they spent 5 years making this game. Game.
I genuinely hope they don't just
make
yearly
more
releases.
No, no, it won't be like that. It surely would not be yearly releases. It'd probably still take them like 2 or 3 in between. But
yeah. Give us time to miss it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, as well as that, yeah. And
Give
as long
us time
as
to miss the game.
I think as long as the stories where they take it are like okay as well, I'd be down for that. But it's a case of, again, I haven't finished the game, so I don't know if this is confirmed because it says that the ending teases multiple games or more games, kind of. Yeah, it's sequel baits.
Yeah, it's not like here's a sequel.
Yeah,
it's kind of like here's a potential.
Yeah, it's like we can take the story further,
or we can just leave it right here.
Yeah,
it's one of them type of things.
And that sounds perfect to me.
That's what I mean.
I'll find out soon enough, obviously. And the other thing, this is where I have to pause for a minute and show Liam a video dead quick. It's quite a nice little video.
Oh, I'll enjoy this.
I'll explain. It's basically it's the director again, Corey Barlog. He was reacting to the reviews like the night or like the day or so after all the reviews came out, like the embargo was lifted. And it's a really nice little video, so I'm going to show you.
So it's a reaction of reactions.
We are reacting to a reaction, yes, real quick.
Let's enjoy this.
And we're back in the room. So that was his reaction.
Wow.
Yeah, he was very emotional.
He was emotional.
Yeah.
I mean,
man was in tears for 5 minutes straight.
That's what I'm saying. Wow. I mean, as you said, it's his pride and joy. He's worked from it, from not bare bones, because obviously he had some sort of backbone to work off.
Yeah.
But
5 years.
5 years. 5 long, hard working, gut turning years.
And the only other game I can think of that's been in development that was in development for a while was Duke Nukem Forever, but we don't talk about that game. But it didn't happen. Which we looked up. We were looking up as well in the interval as well. By the way, Fortnite does have its rating on the PlayStation Store. For example, it says 12. It's 12 on the PlayStation Store. God of War 3 came out in 2010.
Damn.
And Ascension was 2013. So it has actually been like 5 years since the last God of War. Yeah. So it's not been 5 years since God of War 3, but since the last actual entry in the series.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years.
But considering going from 1, 2, 3, 4, from the 3rd to the 4th, it's been
about
8 years, man.
8 years roughly, yeah. God. And this I think his reaction speaks volumes to the whole like games are art kind of argument.
It upsets me as well that, you know yourself, I'm an online type of guy. I like the multiplayer. But I will stand true and stand behind anyone that says we need better story modes. Yeah. 100%. You think of any game that's amazing with a story. Yeah. Like, honestly, any game. The Last of Us didn't have multiplayer. Amazing story. Give me more quick.
Without multiplayer and had stories? Or...
Yeah.
Well, no, Last of Us did have multiplayer.
Yeah, it did say that, but it wasn't. That's what I mean. It wasn't developed around it.
No, and it's like the Uncharted games because they introduced multiplayer from the second one onwards.
That's what I mean.
I played it briefly, but that's not why you're there.
That's what I mean. You don't sit there and go, oh, I want to get Uncharted. The online is going to be amazing.
Exactly.
It's like you buy Call of Duty for the online,
pretty much.
So it's kind of like one of them, like, amazing. We need more amazing stories. Yeah,
which is actually quite funny because I think like not a few weeks, maybe even a month or so before God of War came out, and everyone was still very much in the Battle Royale hype phase. Yeah, I read an article that was like, a game's gonna go the way of like Battle Royale now, where single player stories don't matter so much anymore. because that's obviously what people aren't buying into anymore. And then God of War came out, I was like, yeah, never mind.
No, it's not one of that. I mean, God of War's always going to be a hype, especially for the likes of us.
Yeah.
Who've grew up with the game. It's. I think we're I'm kind of thankful we got brought up in that era of gaming where it was story based.
Yeah.
Like you had the Xbox Live on the old Xboxes. But let's be honest, no one could be arsed with it.
No, plus you had to have an Ethernet cable before wireless was like.
That's when
wireless was still becoming a thing at that point.
That's what I'm saying. So, really, a lot of the games focused on the story, and you didn't have DLCs, didn't have add-ons, you didn't have. Well, you had Game of Year editions.
Yeah,
but that was about it. But it's. I seen the perfect picture that described it, which was 2000 games in 2000, and it was like a pie chart, and it was the whole pie chart except this tiny little slither, and it said story mode, and this tiny slither said Game Year Edition.
Yeah,
and now it's like it went nowadays games, and it's like divided into like 6 different bits, and it's like DLCs, AE points, you can buy stuff, all kinds, then again the tiniest little slither story. It was like, oh my god, it's so true, it does me head in.
Yeah, it is.
We need to get back to just basic story modes. The only problem is obviously the younger generation got brought up with the online.
Yeah, they're kind of spoiled on it, whereas for us it was more of a privilege to be online.
Yeah.
So.
And when we did go online,
back in the days of dial-up.
Like yeah.
And stuff.
Oh my god. Mom, get off the phone! How many times did you shout that one when you were younger, James?
Too many. Too many. And everyone remembers the AOL dial-up tone. That freaking... No, can't even mimic it. It's awful.
You couldn't even, you couldn't, nowadays kids can... I'm going to say it. I don't give a shit. Nowadays you can get porn on your phone. You know what I mean? You don't even need a computer anymore.
This is going somewhere completely...
Yeah, completely off rails.
This is that joke porn cast we made last week. You really want to make a porn podcast, don't you?
Yeah, I really want to make a porn podcast.
God damn it.
Sit there and talk about, backdoor bitches, 5. Extreme anal. Ow!
Dragon dildos and everything.
I'm telling you, honestly. I want to go into this stuff. Romping rabbits go wild.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that at all.
No, but seriously, kids nowadays, the dial tone, you know what I mean? The dial tone, you couldn't have a sly wank watching porn because of the dial tone. Everyone knew you were on the internet, you know what I mean? Your next door neighbour knew you were on the internet.
Yeah.
So you were like that trying to, house is empty. So sort of Google porn. Shut up!
What the fuck up, computer?
Trying to fucking turn the thing off as quick as possible. Kids nowadays, touch screen, you can fucking wipe the screen after they're finished and everything, you know what I mean?
That's grim. That's so grim.
But you know yourself, lad.
Anyway, I'm a bit lost now.
Next week on the Porncast.
Do you have any news stories this week, Liam?
I have a few little ones, and
okay.
We get to go back to my favourite game ever.
Call of Duty.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Ugh. God, don't swear at me, sir.
Okay.
Sir, how very much fucking dare you? Yes, no. The best game ever in the world, obviously, in my opinion.
Persona. What?
What? I will pimp slap you.
I'll reach across this microphone and backhand you.
I give you a brief history of pain with the back of my hand, boy. I hope someone gets that reference.
Obviously.
Obviously we're talking about Fallout.
Okay.
Not just Fallout 4. Now, I first seen this trailer, half asleep, 1 o'clock in the morning. One eye open, one eye shut.
Mm-hmm.
Miami. Fallout Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, it's just it's one of them. I'm excited for it.
Something new comes out for Fallout and you're like, yeah, I'm game.
Yeah, I'm game. You game? No, but yeah, obviously I'm hyped for it. I love the Fallout franchise. I'm always, anything comes out, I'm gonna give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be hyped for it. If it's a load of shite, then it's a load of shite. I'll have an honest opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
But Miami, they're gonna be releasing new weapons. It's a mod. No, it's a fan-based mod, as we recently discovered.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I kind of burst your bubble there.
And
Didn't I?
just a tiny bit.
You were thinking, oh, they've announced a new game. Bethesda announced the next Fallout game. I was
and
like,
then it's just a fan-based mod.
No.
Fuck you!
To be fair, I don't play these games, so I can't really comment on like the mods and stuff. But this looks like a very detailed. They're putting some work into this mod.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, it looks amazing for me. So personally, I'm gonna admire it.
Yeah.
And they're releasing new weapons, obviously new armors, new locations.
Ah, but there's something we didn't actually look up though, did we?
No.
Is this mod going to be for consoles as well, or just PC? You think?
I hope it's not just PC.
Because I correct me if I'm wrong, but if you want to mod the console versions, you got to go through Bethesda specifically, haven't you? It's not like a download kind of situation like it is a computer.
I think no. I mean, you can. I think you can go through Bethesda to make. I think you make the mod, send it to Bethesda.
Yeah.
Bethesda sort of just like tweak it so it can become for the consoles. So it's not just a PC version. So whether it is just PC, I don't know. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a bit of a letdown for me, because as we know, I fucking love Fallout.
No one knew that at all.
No, nobody. I don't talk about it enough.
No, trade secret. So yeah, Fallout Miami, that's a thing. It's a fan thing, but it's still a thing.
It's still a thing. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Take its time, but you know, keep an eye on it, I guess.
I mean, fingers crossed. I do hope there's like I said, there are, you know what, like Bethesda always do.
There are rumors for these things.
There's that. Oh no one pressed that button, which will release information about the new game onto the internet. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You know that shit. There's been rumours, but there's no actual hard evidence to state that fact yet.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed for that.
Well, you know, E3 is not too far away. It's next month. I'm pretty sure it's like early next month as well. So, if we can sort it out, we'll sit here and we'll watch the live streams as they happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I'm pretty sure there's Bethesda still. Are they doing a live stream this year or not? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure.
They might. They probably will do.
9 times out of 10 they are.
Yeah. There's always a Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So
always.
we'll watch those. There's been a Ubisoft one for the last few years. So there could be like 5 or so live streams. But if that's something we can sort out, then we'll do that.
No, definitely.
We'll sit here at God knows what time in the morning and react to these things.
I mean, fingers crossed next year we'll be able to go to E3.
Oh, wouldn't that be just the best thing ever?
We will be bringing you guys with us.
Oh God.
And I don't know, unless we don't make a video by that time. Who knows? Next year's E3 might just be the first video we make.
Probably.
So
I don't know, maybe.
Hopefully, the fingers crossed.
Just the mere idea of going to E3 is just like, yes.
Yes.
I get a little tingly.
Can I go to your kitchen again?
Beg your pardon. Oh God. Okay. Anyway. So, anything else? You said you had some more stuff.
Only little details, little tiny things. Again, all rumours, tiny things, but apparently Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
After the hype of this one, obviously fans would be screaming on for Ancient Egyptians for time. And
yeah, probably one of the very early ones, that.
Yeah, and now they finally done it. It's fell massively. It's amazing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's getting good reviews and stuff. I think they're actually going to start listening to more fan-based people, because there's been rumours that, trying to think of the time period, but Japan.
Feudal Japan.
That's the one.
Yeah. Well, they had that Chronicles game in China.
Yeah.
As well. That was like a side-scrolling thing.
And that didn't really go down as good as they wanted it to, though.
I've heard those Chronicles games are actually decent, but it's a case of I mean, we said Assassin's Creed is very much like wearing the skin of Assassin's Creed, but it's a different game.
Yeah.
That's even further so out of the realm. So
I mean, what was there was India, China, and Russia.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
Russia was during World War II, wasn't it?
Possibly.
I know it was one of the world wars it was set in.
Could have been. As I say, I glossed completely over them.
I mean, they are good. They are.
I've heard mixed things.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, coming from someone who's played them, it didn't tickle me pickle.
Yeah.
So hopefully Future Japan is the next Assassin's Creed, and there's also rumors that you're going to be playing as a woman.
Oh, okay.
So
See, I'll counter this because I actually heard another rumor about a location setting, and this was Greece,
Greece,
ancient Greece.
Ooh,
That was one I heard.
gets plays King Leonidas.
Oh my god.
Sparta.
Gerard Butler comes in to do the voice acting.
I know what, if that actually happened, I would absolutely love it. I would, hand on heart, love that game.
I
Just
doubt
to hear
that.
his voice.
Although it would be funny if that was true and they'd actually had a character in it called Leonidas.
Yeah, that would be cool.
He was a Spartan.
Spartans.
It'd be even funnier if there's another character in it called Kratos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the ultimate fight. King Leonidas as a master assassin facing Kratos, the god of war.
Yeah, but are we talking old school God of War Kratos or new school God of War Kratos?
Ooh, see, I don't know.
Because he's got the axe, and then axe is fucking OP.
Yeah, it is OP to death.
It is pretty good. It's a good axe.
I don't know. Nah, let's just stick with the Blades of Chaos.
Yeah.
Let's go with number
Old
3.
school. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah. Okay. Any other bit? What's your next bit of news? Go on. What more news you got? More rumours and tidbits.
Ooh, no more rumours, no more anything. This, I need to show you this myself, actually. We might have to pause
Yeah.
this one more time.
I know what this is, but do you want to tell us what we're about to watch?
I don't know how long ago. I only seen it recently, so I can only imagine it got released recently. Because I just, like I said, I subscribe to all kinds of game channels and stuff to keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
Recently, I seen Red Dead Redemption 2.
A new trailer for that, yeah.
Yeah, the
I've
new
seen that doing the
trailer.
rounds.
It looks amazing.
I haven't watched it.
Well, I
'Cause
will let you have a watch.
We're
of it.
gonna watch it, yeah. But full disclosure, go into it. I'm not a fan of the series. I
Well,
tried
I
the
am.
series. I tried it, but it was another one of those games that just lost my interest. So.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah,
Well, I'll still look at new ones. So
that's what I
see
mean.
I like.
As someone who really admires the games, I have a bit of a biased opinion on them.
Mhm.
So I think it's best for the audience to get someone who's not a fan of the game, but is open and an unbiased opinion of it all.
If a game's good, I'll appreciate a good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
As you know, I'm not gonna knock it. But,
So give us 2 secs.
another break, and we're back in the room.
Well, James.
Well, I think it actually looks pretty good, to be honest. I mean, it looked very dramatic. That's for one thing. It was very dramatic.
Well, it's meant to be a western, so.
I know, and this is something we saw before we started the video. I don't know how much of that was gameplay though.
Exactly, we've seen that before.
It's all it looked very cutscene-y.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a story trailer, that's fine. But as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been much gameplay shown so far.
Yeah, but come to think about it, there wasn't much gameplay with GTA when that first came out. You know, GTA 5, what I was going to say 4.
There might be, but I don't know. That's, again, that you're talking about stuff
It's
like...
a game that you don't understand. Not that you don't understand, that you don't
No.
play, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, there wasn't much gameplay when that first came out, and that was probably I think that was one of the highest paid.
I'm pretty sure that's still like the highest grossing game of all time.
I think it still is, so.
It still sits in like the top 10 games of the week or
Yeah.
month, every fucking month/week.
I think Rockstar can't go wrong anymore with story modes, story-based games.
No, I don't think they can, in a sense of like the people who are already committed to their games.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna buy it regardless
Mm.
because it's very much like it's that brand recognition with these games.
Take me with Fallout.
Yeah, it's like that with Fallout, and like but more so with Bethesda, because if a Bethesda game comes out, you know that you won't even know what the name of the game is, but if they would just have a box say this is a Bethesda game, you'd be like, I'll give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
It's the same with like when they announced that Insomniac Games were gonna make Spider-Man for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, well, we know what Insomniac do. We know what they've done before. They make great games. It's the same with Naughty Dog.
Yeah, can't go wrong. No, still can't go wrong. I mean,
They haven't gone wrong.
I don't think they've gone wrong since Crash.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they had games before Crash, but people can disagree with me on this, but I don't think since they became big with Crash, they've
I
had
don't
one
think
game.
they've gone wrong with the game.
No, not really. But
Because isn't he? What games are? I mean, there's Uncharted. I don't know too many.
Crash, there's the Crash games. There's Jack and Daxter, Uncharted, The Last of Us as well.
Yeah.
And there's also rumors there's something else in the works too.
I mean, Last of Us 2 is coming out soon as well.
Soon. I don't think soon. Probably more like next year. We're probably hearing more about it soon.
Soon.
Mm-mm. Definitely not. But no, I think it actually looks decent. The Red Dead 2 rather.
It does.
I think because I don't. It's a prequel, right? I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's set in 1899. I think the first one was set just as they were starting to modernise, and I think it was 1911.
So like I wouldn't have to play the first game to understand what's going on.
Mm-mm.
Well, see I think that would work for me if I was to pick it up. I don't know if I'd pick it up straight away.
No, obviously I understand where you're coming from.
But
I mean,
I think-
chances are I'll buy it as soon as it comes out, and you'll lend it off me
Yeah,
instead of save yourself the money of buying a game that you might not like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
I'll lend you.
That's fair. That's fair. Besides, I've heard the only thing I know about the release date is I also heard rumors that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to come out in November time, which if it's going to compete with Red Dead, as much as Kingdom Hearts 3 is a very long awaited game,
It'll be overshadowed,
it will be very overshadowed
unfortunately.
because the mass gaming public will go for Red Dead.
Obviously, it's just how it is, really, and it's like anything, really, innit?
Mhm.
I mean, any good film, even films, any good film that comes out, but then let's say, for instance, a Marvel film comes out at roughly the same time.
Yeah.
The mass of people are gonna go and see the Marvel movie
Mhm.
and miss out on this gem
Yeah.
of a brilliant movie.
Well, it's funny because like Infinity War just like smashed the box office recently. It's became the highest grossing box
I mean,
office weekend film.
it's topped the Star Wars Awakening and all that as well.
Yeah,
hasn't
it was like I remember back when the first Avengers did it, they did it, and then Jurassic World took over for the highest grossing opening weekend. Then the Force Awakens came out and topped that as well. That was sitting up there.
And then
pretty for a while.
the Faith and the Furious that done it as well.
I think it was one of them. Yeah, that topped it. And then the Last Jedi came out and took the top mantle again. Infinity Wars came out and take it back. And the funny thing is, you look at the top 10 films in the highest grossing opening weekends box office wise.
Yeah.
9 of them are from Disney.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
And like only one's an actual Disney kind of film, Beauty and the Beast, and there's like 2 Star Wars in there. The rest of it Marvel films.
You know, Walt Disney's just up there, just making it rain.
Probably, yeah.
God's like that. Can you stop? He's like, I'm gonna buy them pearly gates.
I'm gonna own the world soon. Disney will own everything. But
The
yeah.
Illuminati are my bitch.
But yeah, completely forgot what we were talking about now. Games overshadowed and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. It's like actually that's a good point as well, because like you think like the year before last when Battlefield 1 came out as well as Infinite Warfare. I mean I know a lot of people didn't like Infinite Warfare,
Yeah.
but it's still Battlefield and Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 came out around that time and no one bought it.
Yeah.
I actually bought it when it was on sale because it was like, you know what, it looked decent. I played it and it was actually really good.
I see. For me, it was Titanfall was too Halo-ish.
I can see that.
I've never been a fan of the Halos.
No.
I can admire the story.
Mhm.
I have played it. I've finished it. I admire the story. I don't like the whole idea of space type things.
Yeah.
I'm more of a boots on the ground type of guy.
Mhm.
So for me, the Black Ops where you would have the flight suits and run across the walls, and I could sit here and bag on these for hours and hours on end of how much I don't like them. It's just for me, self personally, like I said, boots on the ground type of guy.
Old school.
Yeah, I'm an old school. So, what World War One, obviously with Battlefield 1,
Mhm.
and then you got COD, WW2,
Yeah.
and then you had your Black Ops that was set in Vietnam,
Mhm.
stuff like that. All the old school wars. I mean, there was a game that got released on the old Xbox, which I had,
Okay.
which is called Battle for Fallujah.
Battle for Fallujah.
Yeah, no, Fallujah was it's an actual town in Afghanistan,
Okay.
and American soldiers lost it, but they took massive casualties.
Okay.
And I got it, but then the game sort of had to stop putting it on shelves because a lot of family members were like, "Well, what are you playing at? You're glorifying death in Fallujah. My son fought in Fallujah." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a very like it wasn't out for long. It was out for like I think a month tops before it had to get recalled all back and stuff like that. And you can still get the game.
Yeah. Or you can like emulate it and stuff.
Yeah. But if
Speaking of like old school shooting, boots on the ground, as you put it, whatever happened to Medal of Honor?
it's still got its games, it's
The last one I remember was Warfighter, which is a dumb name. Come on, that's a dumb name.
It is.
Medal of Honor Warfighter.
No, I
That's a dumb name.
can't remember the name. The last Medal of Honor I ever played, I think it was on the Xbox 360. It was my cousin's. Now, that was a really good game.
See, that, as far as I was aware, that was a franchise that always stuck to real world rather than sci-fi kind of things.
No, that did. That stuck to real world a bit too much, though.
Okay.
As in, you're seeing... Like, in the new COD, you see arms getting blown off and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's like, for a split second, boom, your arm's blown off. And then you spawn back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Where this was a lot more story-based of a game. And when you're seeing someone's arm getting blown off, you've seen it get blown off. You've seen ligaments rip.
Yeah.
Flesh tear. Bones snapped out.
Yeah.
It was brutally realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're seeing sniper shots, you're seeing it... And you're seeing it hit someone in the head. Now, a game where someone gets shot in the head, you see the head switch.
Or just...
bit of blood and they drop.
Or in like some of the cartoon games, the head just explodes.
Yeah.
But without being too graphic.
Yeah, no, this is
Unless
like...
you're talking about a sniper.
This hits them in the head, explodes, and you can still see like a bottom jaw with teeth and half a big gaping hole in the other side of his head. It was like, wow.
So Medal of Honor was quite graphic then.
Yeah, it was quite graphic. It stuck realistically, and I think that's where it sort of lost its... not credibility.
Yeah.
But it's obviously... A lot of these games are based for... are all rated 18s and R-rated and stuff like that. So obviously you need parents to buy the games.
Mm-hmm.
And our parents are buying the games, letting the kids play them, watching what the kids are watching and thinking, what the fuck? So it's sort of like not lost its credibility, but it was like, is it too graphic?
Yeah.
So I haven't heard not much of it
No, I'm pretty sure that series is
on
dead.
that front, but yeah.
I think that series is dead, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of died.
But no, back to, as we were saying, I think it looks pretty decent, to be honest. But as again, it's to say, it just seems very cinematic.
Yeah.
So maybe if we see some gameplay from it.
I'm hoping we get to see some gameplay, but I don't know, as you said, E3's round the corner.
Yeah.
And
God knows what they're
they've
gonna announce
just
this
only
year.
released the taster trailer.
Taster trailer.
Yeah.
Teaser.
No, taster.
Both.
I
Teaser,
want
taster.
to lick it.
Oh, God. Leave my computer alone.
But no, seriously, like, they've just only released this trailer, so who knows, they might be releasing this trailer to get people hyped up for E3, and then,
yeah,
bam, there's the gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we'll see. Only time will tell.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Ugh.
Crossed.
Ugh,
That's
yeah.
being French. Crossed.
It's okay. It's a very strange Frenchman. You're in the Italian hand with the French accent.
That was actually meant to be like twizzling the like
confusing the people.
I'm being multicultural.
Well, screw your multiculturalness.
Yeah, good point.
Okay.
Good point. Yep.
Anyway, I think that's it for this week, isn't it?
I mean, it's going to be a short one this week, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
we've done our hour, but...
I say short. They've all been now except for last week. We just went on and on and on. And on and on and on.
And on and on and on.
And on and on. No, 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 no.
We got 5 more minutes of this.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. And on and on. No, 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 no.
Banana.
We better close this out now before we do something stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Something stupid.
Yeah, so... thank you very much for listening, guys. It's been another week, another hour of us talking about bollocks and games and stuff and films.
You know, one day we're going to actually have to talk about bollocks.
Mine are fine. How are yours?
I mean...
Mine could do with a haircut, that's about
I
it.
mean, they could do with a trim and maybe going to see the doctors. I got like this one wart. That's just...
You got an extra ball that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I get that looked at.
Yeah, need to.
Oh, God. But yes, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week with probably more stuff. I might have finished God of War by then. We'll find out.
Hopefully,
yeah. Another week. Anyway.
Wait. Now, before we go.
Oh, go. Okay.
Before we go. The game.
Yes. The game. You all just lost it again. Bye-bye, fuckers.
Bye-bye.